Right, today I'm going to do a lesson on restringing guitars because a couple of my friends have asked me to do it for them and it is boring and tedious and do it yourself. So here's a few tips for you. First of all, I'm going to start with the bottom string. The higher strings are thicker, they can take more tension. Lower them. Don't lower it all the way, just slowly. There's B string, G string, but not all the way. You want to ease the tension down. Again, start with the bottom string. Lower it as much as you can now. Right, now the next question is, how do you get the strings off your guitar? Well, you can snip them with pliers, but I actually want to steal these two strings and put it on my Celtic harp, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take them off. Take these off first, loosen up, they're not going to bounce. Well, actually I might loosen it up a tiny little bit more. So you want to get slapped in the face with a string. Here we go, ready. What you want to do, get some pliers, get these pegs out. I don't actually think they're called pegs, I'm not sure what they are. Pins, that's it. Tuning pins. Here we go. Oh. One. Put them in the order you pulled them out, so you know which one they're going in. Because we'll speak about it in a minute. When you get to it, sometimes they'll shoot out and you'll have to root round the room and find them. This has happened to me loads of times. There you go. Right, I've got them all laid out on the bed, all in a row. Simply take your strings out. You're going to have to unravel them, or then you can cut them off, but I won't. I'll start with the highest ones. There you go, there's the G. Unravel. Lighting's terrible. I'll have to try and sort it out so you can see a bit better. But again, it's just start with the highest string, because if you lower the top strings they might snap and slap you, or they might not, but you don't want that to happen. There you go, I've unraveled all the strings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and come back because I need to treat my fretboard. First time ever, I've got fretboard oil. I'm going to put it on the guitar. Hopefully it makes it a lot better to play. I don't know if it will, I have no idea, but I just sand it down, it gets dry. And don't do that, don't. Get some of that Dunlop lemon spray. Is it ultra lemon oil? Right, back in 10 minutes. It's a bit better. We changed the light, as you can tell. It was really, really dark. Right. Changing strings. You want these Ernie balls, get them. Don't be resistant, get these ones. I've not tried many, but they work for me, and that was upside down. Yeah, they work, they're good. I get extra light. When you're putting your strings on, you put the thickest one on first. Don't tune it, don't go all the way up. Put a little bit of tension, then the next string. I'll probably fast forward through bits here. So you can see the gauge, 10 to 50. That's your 10's your finished string, 50 is your thickest. Putting 50 on first and then I'm going to work down. Ernie ball, get them. loves a lot of new strings. Certainly for the whole. Here we go, and get your peg out. Make sure it's the one you used for the low E, because you don't want it shooting off. They're specially measured. I don't think mine are, but I've had a few problems. It might happen. Hopefully it's in record and you see it. But anyway, push it down, pull it a little tiny bit, get it here. These ones go that way, over, get it in its hole. That's what she said. Wrap it round twice or 3 times, your choice. I'm doing twice with the thicker strings. So you can wrap it round twice or 3 times. 1, 2. It is a lot easier when you lay it back, but I'm trying to show the camera. There you go. Slot it through. Pushing the strings down. My finger. There you go. Snip off the excess once you've tightened the strings. Get it? Place your palm over this tuning peg, trust me, because it might shoot out. Doesn't happen all the time, but it's happened to me loads of times on this guitar. Yeah, it's not the best guitar, but you get what you pay for, I guess. That's sufficient. The string's going to stretch out, go out of tune, so there's no point putting it in tune yet. Next string, repeat. Next string, repeat process. So you've got the A string, going from fattest to thinnest. Get the A string pin, insert. Right, these strings go the opposite way up. Well, maybe. These strings go the opposite way. Wrap them over, around, do it twice. I tend to do 3 times with the thinner strings, for no reason other than it's easier to wrap it around. So I just do it. Higher and left. It's not like it's not in the string, it's not higher. Right now, I'm going to tune the strings up a bit, and I'm going to be cautious about these because they might pop out and that you will lose an eye. So, I'm not going to take it up that high yet though. Got to bring up the tension of the rest of the strings. See hear that? Give the string a little stretch. Get your finger just slightly, just stretch it. They're going to stretch anyway. Stretching the D string. Oh, it sounds nice. Nice new strings. G string. Stretching the G string. stretch, only a little bit. Because it's going to stretch anyway, you might as well help it along. Being straight. Do the same to the 8. Just going up, don't go super high. Yeah, just not got a tune at the moment. Sounds like a chord. Right, it's not playing music then. It's only because it's there. And now I shall get my tuner. So I think we're ready to go. So I'll bring up tension on the strings, not all the way. Don't want to snap the string. Slowly give little stretches. That G's got loads to go. But there's no rush. If you go straight into tune, it's just going to go back out of tune anyway. Get your tuner on. This one's new, just still getting used to it. The tuner's saying it's an A, so we've got a 5th to go. And just hit it, bend out of tune, it's alright. Stretch it. There we go, we're on C, C sharp, D, E flat, D sharp, whatever you want to call it, and we're at A. Here we go, got first string and tune. By the time you tune all the strings, it's going to go out of tune. It's because they're stretching, it's not because you've done it wrong. Again, put your fingers on the tuning pegs, give your strings a stretch. Tune in the A string, right, E flat, E, I'm going to bring the tension of the other strings up a little bit. Scary that. Right, I brought the tension up with the strings a bit. I'm going to get the A in. And that feels really tense, but it's fine. But I'll tune the other string up a bit more just to help with the tension. The next string is obviously the D string. So now, bring this up, stretch it out a little bit. G sharp, ooh, we're on A's doorstep. And here we go, we've got A. Again, you want to give a bit of tension to the other strings so they help, because you don't want to snap your strings. So I had a slight problem with the camera, it went off, memory was full, I need to delete it off my phone. I've got up to the G string, just tuning it up. And bam. Next string, it's a B flat, one away. Here we go. C. And again, you don't need to go like that, I just do that. You can hit it once, listen, bring it up a bit, hit it, bring it up, listen. There you go. Sounds like ass, because it's all gone out of tune, because the strings are still stretching. Now, I'm going to give them a wobble, Give it a wobble. All them strings sound nice and bright. Not that one, because I'm palm muted it. A lot of high end on them. And the more you stretch it out, the less they're going to stretch and detune on you whilst you're playing it. I noticed the first few days of changing the strings, you're tuning it a hell of a lot. I might put subtitles on this video because I'm mumbling like fuck. Here we go. Still out. Stretch the semitone. Again, you just keep repeating the process. Back to the top, retune it all the way down, check. Back to the top, tune it all the way down. So, A. Oh. My G seems to be doing that, slipping over here. Need to get what's it called? A new one of these. Starting to get there. But again, I'll play it for about 20 seconds and we'll see how it's gone out of tune, because that's all in tune. It's already gone out of tune. It's really tinny at the moment, but you'll lose a bit of the high end. I believe the tuner there. See how it's gone out of tune already? You just keep doing it. There you go. The E's flat. It's because it's stretching. You didn't tune it wrong. And don't always believe your tuner, because my tuner was saying the G was fine then, and it wasn't. It was a little sharp. There you go. That's how to tune your guitar. When you take them off, start at the bottom string, loosen it. Don't loosen all of them right to the bottom, just small little bits. Say, I don't know, 3 rotations of the tuning peg, but still listen to it. Has it gone down quite a bit? And then when you get the strings back on, just start at the top, thicker strings, less likely to snap, so put that on first and work your way down. Just tune up, just keep wiggling, stretch it out. And retune. Look, even already, my E has gone out. A, D. There you go, the higher string's still out. So the B there. I'm done with the lesson. And with these, get pliers, just sniff off the end. You don't want that as you're playing. It's usually worse. And if you've got a tuner and you've tuned it with it on, keep it on it, because it adds weight, and the weight is going to help it be in tune or out of tune. I don't know how it's physics, look it up. Same with a capo. If you put a capo on it, tune it again. to the notes that the capo is at. So say if it says a D, you tune to the D, not to an E again if it was the top string. If I've confused you, I apologise. Tune to the nearest note, make sure it's bob on. So half the time we put the capo on and it's not on right. And it's going to sound ugly as fuck. Because half the strings, sorry, are going to be in tune, but half of them are not. And here we go. Trimmed all that. Almost. Final envelope cut. Bam. There you go. Let's check the tuning. See? Gone out again. That's what happens when you first put them on. Stretch out the strings, give them a wobble. I think after this one it might stay in a bit. Hear that? Right. That was the bastard, the little culprit. The twat ruining the tune. So the E was down to E flat, that's a whole semitone. That sounds like it's gone down as well. Tuner sounds a bit off. They're all out of tune. Yeah, again. More or less that's tune that one by ear. The tuner was saying F sharp. It's like, no mate, it's an E. Oh my goodness. You know, so we could actually play. Right, that is how to tune your guitar. Again, I'll pick it up again, it's going to go out of tune. Just tune it again. The strings are still stretching. Start from the bottom to the top, to the top to the bottom. There you go, you should be fine.